Okay, welcome back to Cleaning the Obstacles. We are at Woodway Park in Woodway, Texas. If you don't know where Woodway, Texas is, it is kind of a suburb area of Waco, Texas, right next to Hewitt. Quite a few trails out here today. I'll probably get a couple of videos out of it. It is hot. Not super hot though, it's only 91 degrees, which is a far cry away from 100 and something it was a few weeks ago. It's finally starting to cool down a little bit in Texas. Yeah, it's starting to cool down, 91 degrees. I guess we can go ahead and roll that intro. So, as I mentioned, there's a few trails out here. When I first came out here, there wasn't a whole lot. Trail forks wise, it was very, some of them were here for the most part, but obviously I found it on the place on Trail Forks, and then as I got out here, I was like, hey, these trails are wrong and need some editing and cleaning up. So that's what I did. I came out here and rode it the first time and rode the whole thing and got back in Trail Forks and remapped everything. So this is actually only my second time ever coming out here. Okay, now that I have absolutely assured myself that my truck is locked, I don't think I need to check my tire. No, we're good on that. Alright, so we are at Woodway Park. We are at Woodway Park, and there is somewhat of a trailhead the other direction, but I happen to know from the last time I was here, over here by these picnic tables are a couple of trail entrances. Where exactly they are, I don't remember. I've only been here once, but we're going to find them. I want to go over here and pick this other trail. Oh, looks like there's one right there. I believe there's also one right over here. Oh, there's a couple right here. So there was one back there, one right here, and one in front of me, which is pretty plainly obvious. So we can go ahead and hit this. Now this connects to two trails. This is high tide up here. Goes this way along the top of the hill, and down there is low tide. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. One of them goes one direction, one goes the other direction. They're really kind of both directions. In the interest of not standing around in the middle of the trail, I think we're gonna go a little bit of the wrong direction here on high tide, just so I can go show you boomerang the right direction. And we'll probably go the wrong direction on low tide as well. If I recall, the last time I was out here, it seemed like riding high tide in the correct direction was kind of hard, and riding low tide in the wrong direction looked like it would be a lot more fun. So, as you can see, there is a whole lot more chunky roots. Oh, I lost the trail. Oh crap, I'm not going to get up to starting here. I'm going to walk it for a second. So that little downhill stretch that I almost went down connects back over to low tide. This place is a little confusing because it's kind of small and the trails kind of weave in and out of each other. But here we go, back on the right direction. So as you can see, there's a lot of rocks and root. I mean, the trail is mostly dirt, but lots of exposed roots, lots of embedded rock. This is definitely not your Sunday easy stroll through the trails. Lots of turns and switchbacks. I mean, I guess it's maintained well enough that it's really not too hard. I don't know if I would pick any of this trail system as the first trail system you try to ride if you ever get out to it. But it is really nice and pleasant. There's not too much uphill, not too much downhill. Lots of trees though. But with the roots and all the rocks. Ooh, I almost messed that up. Roots and all the rocks. You mess up out here, you might get hurt. Going back out here again. Second time. I'm noticing, maybe I was wrong earlier, that riding this trail the correct direction might have been the better idea. Huh. I remember walking a lot of this the first time I came. I must be getting in better shape for this. Building that endurance. It's really pleasant. Like I said, there are some hard areas that you could absolutely hurt yourself if you mess up. So I don't know that this is necessarily beginner trail. They're pretty much all listed blue as far as difficulty goes. And it's mostly because of the roots and a lot of the like jumps or drops. There aren't really big drops, but there's also no way around them. So if you're not comfortable with tight squeezes over roots through the trees or drops that kind of come out of nowhere, you're kind of in it to win it when you get out here. So maybe make this like your third or fourth place to try. If you happen to come here, or if you live in the area and you're new to mountain biking and want to get into it. Yeah, absolutely. Probably not the best first outing. But who knows? Maybe you're good on a bike already. By all means, you kind of have to grade your skills on your own. I think it's this way. Yeah, okay. So, this pops out over here and across the road. And we're going to go into Boomerang Trail. Which this way, I believe, is the way I need to go. Ooh, I almost went down that culvert in the wrong direction. A lot of trash over here. Ooh. My pedal hit that root while I was trying to shift the wrong direction. So now I got a manual shift. There's no way I'm gonna make it up this. Not from a stop. Yeah. So as I said, stuff that kind of comes out of nowhere that you're not expecting. Like I said, this is only the second time I've ridden out here. I do like it, but whew, it is not forgiving. Not a green trail at all. But it is mostly smooth, which is a stark contrast to Ogletree Gap over in Copper's Cove. Their green trails are very green. Some of their green trails are very difficult. Oh, yeah, like that. I just went OTB, guys. Finally did it on the video. How did I make it over the rock? How did I make it over that rock? And then wipe out with my, I don't even know what happened. I wasn't on the brake. It's like my tire just got stuck in the dirt off the side of the trail. Admittedly, that was pretty terrible. I probably did not really clear the rock. I got up it, I got over it, lost control coming out of it. So, hey, point to the name of the channel. One day I'll have to come back and clean it. Today we learned Bob should talk less and pay more attention to the trail. But the key is you get in a wreck like that, especially if you're not too bad. Get back up on the oh gosh, I totally messed that up. That was my bad. Not paying attention again. Oh, there's a piece of broken glass. Glad I didn't land on that. Yeah, you really got to pay attention to what you're doing out here. I think I'm injured. Ooh. A nice little uphill. Some more uphill. Well, that goes that way. I think that goes to the road. I actually don't know where I'm at now. Time to check the map. Here we go. And let's get it out. So, it's important to remember, if you're going to push off up a hill, you want to make sure you are seated in the saddle before you shove off, because if not, the tire is going to skid out right underneath you. I did not need to shift up there. That's something hit me in the butt. What is it? Looks like a strap from my backpack. Yeah, feels like. It's really dark over here. Under the cloud. Oh. Right up that, nice. Looks like we've been going about 15 minutes. Let me go see what's up over here. Because I know there's a pretty gnarly drop on this trail. I think it's right up here somewhere. Yeah, because that cuts back over. Yeah. I think it's right here. All right. Look at that.